Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and I have an unusual report to share with you, and one that I believe merits our attention. What am I talking about? Well, passengers aboard 4 separate planes have fallen ill. Hundreds of people have been evaluated by the CDC at this point and also released back into the open. Why am I bringing this up? Well, because these particular instances happened within days of each other, which makes it a little bit more, well, concerning. Check out this first report here. This is from DailyMail.com, put out September 5th of this year. 10 passengers removed from a quarantine Emirates flight with vanilla ice on board at New York's JFK after reports that 100 fell ill. It goes on to state that vanilla ice was on board the Emirates flight that was quarantined at the JFK airport. The rappers shared footage of several ambulances and fire trucks on the tarmac. Earlier on Wednesday, Emirates said that 10 passengers became sick on the plane, but initial reports put that number at 100 before the plane landed in New York. Pilot raised concerns that passengers appeared to be sick with fevers over 100. The plane was from Dubai and landed in New York shortly after 9 p.m. that morning, and it's unclear what caused the high fevers and coughing. Officials are still investigating. Then shortly thereafter, this secondary story came up. This is on the dailystar.co.uk, also on September 5th. 147 passengers evacuated from a Boeing 737 in France over a fear of a cholera outbreak. An ASL Airlines Boeing 737 was evacuated over fears a child on board had highly contagious cholera. The emergency alert happened at the airport in France, which had just arrived from Algeria. Passengers were cleared from the plane after it landed just before 2 p.m. local time. Then on September the 6th, this report came out. This is on foxnews.com. 2 American airline planes land at Philadelphia International Airport carrying multiple passengers experiencing flu-like symptoms. It goes on to state one of the international flights was coming from Paris and the other flew in from Munich. 12 passengers were reported to have been sick on the planes. However, all passengers, totaling about 250 plus the crew, were removed for medical review. Philadelphia International Airport confirmed in a statement to Fox News. It goes on to state that 12 passengers from the 2 flights reported sore throats and cough. None were identified with fever. None of the passengers are severely ill, and they will be released and informed of test results in 24 hours. Passengers from the 2 flights who were not ill continued with their travel plans. We will have more info as the test results are confirmed. This is what the CDC said in a statement to Fox News. What makes this interesting is there are 4 separate flights within days of each other that have something going on with the passengers. And even more striking, the 2 that came from international locations from Munich to Paris arriving about the same time here in the States. In Philadelphia, those passengers came down with similar issues on those 2 planes. So, needless to say, some of this is a bit intriguing. Now, thus far, I'll throw this up. The CDC has not issued any alert from any of these planes, which is a good sign. Hopefully, it came back clear. But one thing we also have to remember is the incubation period on a lot of these can last days. Check this out. This is it has influenza, your flus, and Ebola, and different diseases, and the incubation period on some of those. As you can see, it ranges anywhere from 24 hours on up. So who knows? These people thus far have been released with flu-like symptoms, and it's probably nothing more than that. At least that is my hope. So I would say it's nothing to panic over thus far. However, I do question the legality of the airports who waited less than 24 hours or a little over in some periods to release some of those people. But in the end, it apparently thus far is okay. That said, one reminder that I want to say is pandemics have happened in the past. In fact, we've heard a lot about Disease X. Check out this article from Forbes.com. Disease X is what may become the next infectious threat to our world. Now, I've reported on Disease X, and what that is any unknown disease that could pop up in the very near future and wipe out billions of people. In fact, they have stated publicly that that's exactly what a plague can do. Check out this report from plagueinfo.com. The next global pandemic could wipe out nearly 1 billion people, a computer simulation finds. Either way, here's what we do know is that at some point in the future, a pandemic will eventually hit. We don't know how many people it will knock out or the repercussions it will have. What we do know is pandemics have hit in history's past. So that's why we can say in the future, it's likely at some point in our history or in the next generation, we'll have a pandemic of some sort. Anyhow, wanted to get you guys the latest on what was happening in those airports and just kind of give you a heads up on what's going on. Take extra precautions if you do have to fly. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning into my channel, and don't forget to check out my partner at Trump Coin 2020. This thing is an awesome memorabilia of the President of the United States of America. It has this picture on the front, as you can see, and on the back, it has a list of accomplishments that you can see, which includes tax reform in 30 years, unemployment the lowest in 18 years, the Dow Jones, the highest in history, jobless claims lowest since 1973. These are massive accomplishments. And right now you can get this silver 0.999% silver coin with $5 off using the code Lisa to get that $5 off. But again, this is a great item to stock up in the event something happens because it is silver and it can be traded in those times. Anyhow, don't forget to go to Trump Coin 2020 and check that out below. Well, I'm Lisa Haven signing out.